is episode 6 of the MKAU show. I am your host, Stace Face, and this is the crew tonight. We have Shaven Wookie.
What's up?
We have Melican.
Hey guys, what's up?
And we have one of the boss mans, Sub-Zero.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
What's going on?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Yeah, he's a bit excited. So tonight we're going to have a quick chat about the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 drop, since that is one of the biggest topics on the internet at the moment in the gaming world. We're going to have a look at some of the stats, how we personally feel about it, and I don't know, our thoughts and opinions on where we're going to spend our money. So, who would like to kick us off with what's the go with the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5? Anyone? Sub-Zero, let's go, because you're the boss.
Me, look, I'm not too fussed about either. Look, I'm gonna get both. I'm gonna be buying both. I obviously gonna get the Xbox because that's what I play on. That's what everybody else or you guys are playing on. So I'm gonna get that, but I am gonna get the PS5 mainly due to the exclusives like Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War, anything else they're bringing out. So I'm going to get both.
Yeah. Now, everyone on the internet knows how strongly I am an Xbox fangirl. I will probably get both. I'm more excited for the Xbox Series X, obviously, because I'm an Xbox person. I just think, I'm going to put it straight out there straight away, because this is what I fight with people on the internet all the time about. I think it's ugly as hell. So if I do get the PlayStation 5, I'll probably hide it under my desk, because I think the controller's ugly. I reckon the design of the PlayStation's ugly. I can't believe they've gone with white, which is...
Yeah, it looks a lot better in black,
hideous.
I think.
Yep, hideous. Yeah, just in general, I'm very vain. Okay, I like stuff that looks good. Everyone says the Xbox looks ugly because it's a big square, but oh my god, are you saying every PC gamer has an ugly PC then? Because they're big and square as well. All right, it was designed to look like a PC, so of course it's going to be boxy shaped. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on it appearance-wise. Like, Shaven Wookie's a PC gamer, so I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah, just go out to get a PC, guys.
Yeah.
Just upgrade. But the stats there anyway. The PlayStation and Xbox are pretty much on par.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing. Good thing is, they're 120 FPS now.
Up to.
Which is up to. which back in the past it was everything was always capped at 60. Whilst, glorious PC Master Race, you could just be like rookie numbers, you bring those numbers right up. Just, for the CPU alone, it's like 8 core for both of them. I'm running the 9900K, Intel, and that's 8 core as well. So it's pretty much on par, but I upgraded like last year. So consoles have always been a few steps back from what PC has gotten up to. And, like I said, just go out and upgrade your PC.
Yeah. What do you think, Maddie?
Yeah, look, I'll probably end up getting both of them as well at some point, but I'll definitely be getting the Xbox first.
Yeah.
Like you, I do think the PlayStation is ugly as hell.
Yeah.
The stats, like the specs and everything on them, it's basically identical. There's next to no difference between the two. So that's not a contributing factor for me. And I honestly couldn't care about exclusive titles. So again, that's not a contributing factor for me.
Yeah.
I do think it's a little bit, I guess, selfish of Sony to say, hey, we've got these titles absolutely no one else does, because they're missing out on the whole PC gamer market. So I think, I don't think having something that's exclusive, unless you specifically want those titles, is anything to say, hey, this is better. So yeah, I'll probably go the Xbox first and foremost, but we'll probably end up getting the PlayStation as well, and that's just because I do miss having both consoles. With the 360 and the PS3, I had both of them. When I went to Xbox One, I just sort of got rid of PlayStation completely. And yeah, I kind of miss having the choice. But now that I've got the PC up and running, it's kind of like, well, do I need the PlayStation 5 as well?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, probably same deal as Lance. I think because most of my friends play Xbox, that's pretty much what it's going to be.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's down to where your friends in your community are. And we're mainly on Xbox, which, you know, with crossplay becoming such a popular thing now, being able to play with our PC brethren, because I like to think we're like brothers and sisters because of Microsoft, you know, that makes it a lot easier. So I don't have a need for all of them, but I will get a PlayStation probably solely for review purposes.
And look, if you ever want to cosplay a priest, you can just stick it on your head.
Exactly.
There's just no real point. It's just closing that gap now. You know, there's no point. Crossplay, like you said, they're practically
that gap.
Practically the same machine. You've got crossplay across a lot of titles now, so you can really pick up just one of them.
Yeah.
The only reason you would get the other is for those exclusive games, and that's really the only reason.
Yeah.
You would, I guess.
PlayStation and Xbox have always done exclusive games. Like the Halo series, it's always been exclusive to Xbox.
Yep.
Not until recently they went, all right, we'll bring out the anniversary edition and put all the games on the PC, which has been asked for the last, 10, 15 years. Same like PlayStation has always been exclusive games, this is going to be here. But eventually, some of them do come over the PC. Give it a year or two, and then they'll bring it over. It doesn't mean they're actually going to hold up, because in the past, bringing games over from console to PC hasn't always been, the best of specs. Yeah, I wouldn't just say that. More of it requires what PC can actually do, graphical wise.
Yeah.
But with the new consoles coming out, they are pretty much all it is just a pre-packaged PC chucked in a box. Can't upgrade it, can't do anything else. It has a bunch of exclusive games, and it just sits there, on your desk or whatever for a couple of years, and then you just go swap it out from the next Xbox or PlayStation.
And that's the crossroad I'm at, because I will probably get it, but then I know I'm not going to play it, so I'll probably get rid of it, because that's what I did with my PS4. I had both, and it was a glorified paperweight in my room that I would only turn on, Spider-Man, or for 1 or 2 exclusives in a year, because I would buy the other games on Xbox.
Yeah, like recently my PlayStation has been worked the hardest in a long time since Last of Us came out.
Yeah.
Before this came out, I think Spider-Man might have been the
last time you turned it on.
Last game I played heavily on it.
Yeah. And before that, it would have been when I borrowed it, because I didn't want to fucking buy a new one, when I played Detroit Becomes Human. So, I don't know. I'll buy both, but then I probably won't, to be honest.
Games, I know Sony isn't looking at doing it, but I do know Microsoft were talking about bringing their first-party titles to PlayStation and Switch, possibly, or to at least Switch.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
Sony won't do it. Sony will always keep theirs on their console.
Yeah.
They're only just now bringing out Death Stranding to PC, so you might start seeing PlayStation titles on PC, but you won't see it on the Xbox.
No.
So PC gamers got it pretty good at the moment. They're getting some Xbox and some PlayStation titles coming to PC.
Yeah, and it's always been like that. We just think that those games will come out some way or another to PC, whether someone mods it over or legitimately comes over to us. That's why I'd rather just invest more into my PC than actually go out and get any of these consoles. It's just gonna, if I do, I'm gonna play one game, just stick it in the corner, and after I finish that game, then wait for another one to come out. While PC, it's like I look at my Steam list alone, and I've got 400 games there, which I can just go download, install, and it runs perfectly every single time, instead of swapping out discs or, it's easier. And if I don't want to play any of those games, there's Epic Store as well now. The amount of games, considering Epic Store is bringing out a free game every month that you can just grab for free on PC. And there's a whole list of other free games you can play anyway. So money-wise, PC, you're probably better off investing in than
yeah. Well, that's what I've heard.
That's just my opinion.
But I agree and disagree because I used to play on PC, but having to upgrade graphics cards and keep drivers up to date and having things fail and needing like that stuff gave me shit.
Crashing.
So that's what swapped me over, and you'll find that a ton of people will tell you that they go to console, they play console because it's hassle free.
Yeah.
You turn it on, you're playing your game. Nothing more to think about.
Yep.
Yeah, that aspect is true. I do agree on that part. And not everyone is cut out.
It's convenient.
It's convenient. Yeah, the convenience.
It's like the takeaway.
Convenience of just wanting to turn your machine on and play a game is always going to be there.
Yeah, but we are slowly getting to the point where both have the same issue, where as soon as you turn it on, there's an update where it's like, oh, latest Modern Warfare update, 40 gig.
Yeah, but
okay.
The thing is, you can avoid that very easily on a console. Like I've never had to sit there and wait for an update when I turn it on because it's automatically updating. So anyone that's still sitting there complaining, oh shit, I can't start playing because there's an update. Set your Xbox up properly.
Shut up, that's normally me.
There's no reason for you to have to sit there and wait for your Xbox to do updates. There's no reason.
My lesson. My last 40 gig update was like, I came home and it was already done. Yeah, it was already done. I'm like, whew, thank God I turned that on. Thanks, Sub-Zero. So anyway, going back to what we were talking about, we've all agreed they're very similar, but Xbox apparently has the slight edge. It has a few better stats. But they both run 8K resolution, which is way above the typical gamer setup anyway.
Up to.
Yeah. So a lot of gamers, 8K is way above what they could cope with anyway. They both have ray tracing, which Matty knows a little bit about because he went to a ray tracing.
Yes, back in PAX. That was pretty awesome. Yep.
So after how much he was telling us how amazing ray tracing looks and stuff, I'm pretty excited for that. So they both have ray tracing. They're both ticketed to release around the same time, October, December. Now, when do you guys think? They're gonna obviously drop. They're gonna drop within a week of each other. Like,
look,
do you think they're gonna be Christmas?
I think they will be late November, early December.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I reckon that too.
The delay of Cyberpunk is a good.
I would assume, it is. It's a good indication. I would say after November sometime.
Yeah. So when did Cyberpunk say? They're going November 22nd, was it? 27th?
November something.
I was down at EB the other day and it said like November 19 or something.
Yeah. So we probably should have opened with that. Big news. Cyberpunk 2077 is delayed from September to November. And yeah, Lance and I have had this conversation and we think they don't want to miss out on that next gen goodness.
They don't. They could easily...
Yeah.
They're going to sell PlayStation copies, Xbox copies, Series X copies, PlayStation 5 copies. You know, they've just doubled their sales.
And if Microsoft was smart, they would do exclusive Cyberpunk.
First
Xbox
person,
Series X's.
First company to bundle PS5 with a copy of Cyberpunk. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Or Xbox, yeah. It's just money in the bag, basically. So we think that's a pretty good indicator. So probably just in time for Christmassy type stuff. What do you think about pricing? We've talked a little bit about this free.
We officially don't know the pricing, but
what are we thinking?
I don't know.
Well, I saw somewhere that the sort of expected price was like $700 US, which puts it in just over 1,000 Australian.
Yeah.
But that's not a definite price, of course. That's a speculated price point.
Yeah, I saw that for the PlayStation 5. So
yeah. So I think they're not going to be cheap.
I think
They're not gonna
Xbox
be
One
cheap.
It's all over the place.
expensive.
Some are saying $6.99. Some are saying $4.99. Some are saying the digital only version is $3.99.
$99, yeah.
Some are saying it's just no one knows. So
It could be
I think save up to $1,000 and you should be right.
And until Xbox and PlayStation actually give us a figure, anything you see is going to be speculation.
Yeah.
Yep. Speculation's still fun though.
I know, you could just walk into a store and wear a Pope hat and swap it out.
Yeah, no one would even notice.
No one would even know.
You could get a doorstop and put it on. No one would even notice.
No one would even know.
Because that's what it would be for my.
I mean, that's my biggest problem
It'd
with
be
the
a doorstop.
PlayStation 5. It's apparently very large, like to the point
Tall.
that you may not be able to stick it in your TV
Slots.
cabinet slots. You might have to sit it on the floor or beside the TV.
Ew.
Like, it looks big. It's apparently very big.
Well,
And
what
not
about
only
the
that-
Xbox? How big is that?
There is a size chart comparison. I've seen it online. It's
the
a good.
Xbox, it's
like,
apparently
2
not as high
inches
as like a
above.
PC. It's probably, maybe just over half the height of a PC tower.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
okay.
small box.
It's about just as wide, but it's not as tall though.
I did find a few little snippets as an Xbox fangirl that the new Xbox controller is going to have a dedicated share button.
Yep.
For like streaming
as-
and to save clips.
Same as what PlayStation had with the 4.
Yeah. There's also a rumor that they are actually going to release a diskless version of the Xbox Series X under the project name Project Lockhart, but that's just a rumor. Because it hasn't come to fruition or anything at the moment. And what is it? I did have one more thing, but I've lost it. The GPU speeds won't fluctuate despite temperatures, so they're trying to put in a custom thing. I forget what it was.
Custom cooling.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
I think that was the reason why they said the PlayStation was so big, was the cooling in it.
Yeah. So they're like, despite the GPU speeds heating up, it shouldn't fluctuate.
My biggest issue with both the consoles is the hard drive size still. Why are we still only putting 1 terabyte drives in these things?
Yeah, especially when we're all having to go out and buy external hard drives.
I have
4.
I have a 4 terabyte external, and it's always being jumbled around because I can't put stuff on it.
Yeah.
1 terabyte is just useless.
Yeah.
Games are 100 plus gig.
Mm-hmm.
Now, without these new ones.
Well, my hard drive at the moment, I'm just staring at it. I've got to get a new one because that's full at the moment. And I'm not the type that likes deleting games off my Xbox. Being a variety streamer, I like to go back to games. Yeah.
That's my biggest annoyance, is 1 terabyte.
The other thing though, weren't they talking
Shut
about
up, Simon.
being able to store stuff on the cloud for Xbox, for example? So you can actually play games with the main game installed on the cloud, sort of thing, or has that just gone out the door?
I've not heard of it at all.
Okay, I thought I saw something about it. I could be mistaken. Maybe I was just hallucinating.
Not sure. Got to stop smoking whatever it is you're smoking.
Yeah, well.
No, I've not heard that. I don't know how that would work, so I'm not sure. I don't know how you would.
Yeah, I thought I saw it somewhere with the whole idea of play your games wherever you want with when they were doing the whole Project Scarlet release, blah, blah, blah. I thought I heard something about it there, but again, could be mistaken.
Yeah, that's so at the moment, if you're an Xbox Insider, part of their preview ring of updates, you can get, they've just released the Xbox app, streaming app. So if you have the app running on your console, install the app on your phone, you can go to work or wherever, and you can stream your games from your console to your phone.
Okay, so it's same but different. Possibly, yeah.
That app they've just pushed out to insiders like this week.
Same but different.
Right, well there we go. Yeah.
That might be it.
That could be where I was confused by me. So it's a possibility.
Maybe he wasn't just smoking the wacky tobacco.
Not smoking any of that lately.
Not yet, anyway.
No.
Later.
Okay, so MKAU also last week have been staying in tune with the PC gaming show, which aired sometime last week. So we thought we'd discuss today also what games we are looking forward to on PC. Now, I'm not a PC gamer, but a lot of these games will probably go to console as well as PC, I would assume. Yes, Simon? Is that a yes or no? Are these all strictly?
Maybe. I don't know.
They usually make their way to console.
We normally give off a lot of the games that were shown were indie.
Yeah.
And in the past, indie games have always popped up, especially in like the Xbox store later on.
Yeah.
And so they do eventually make their way there.
So, Yeah, so I thought I'd sit down and watch and, write a list of ones that I thought were pretty interesting, because generally they do end up on console. Like, I remember Maneater being on the PC gaming show last year. I'm like, oh my god, that game looks so sick. Oh my god, it's only on PC. But it ended up going to console too, right?
Yeah, they showed that off as well. And, obviously,
You played on Xbox. Hey, Lance.
Yeah, finished it.
Yeah. So it's worth, having a look, even if you're not a PC gamer. The PC gaming show showcases some of the maddest titles of the year. So anyone want to start off with anything that piqued their interest?
Well, I'll get started. Because we know Stace has a list. So we might as well get us three out of the way first. Look, there wasn't really anything that sort of caught my attention. I've never really been a big indie game fan. The only thing that I sort of went, oh, that looks kind of cool, was I think it was Proteus, which basically looks like old school Doom with maybe a slight update to graphics in terms of actual 3D models instead of 2D characters. So I guess, as you said earlier when I mentioned it, Doom 64, for example.
Yeah. So I actually had that on my list of things I wasn't too excited for.
Yeah. It caught my interest, but it's certainly not something that I'd say, wow, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
So otherwise, it was mostly disappointing.
Yeah, I wrote... See, I love retro games, but I also wrote, are we starting to move into an era in gaming where retro gaming doesn't really have a place anymore? Because it does look like Doom 64, and Doom 64 has been done and dusted, you know what I mean? Is there a place for super retro games that are literally almost exactly the same as old ones?
I think from a nostalgia perspective, I think definitely there is a place for them. Like, I reviewed Iron Fury a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which, to me, I mean, it was made by the same guys that did Duke Nukem 3D. And for me, it was, wow, this really reminds me of my childhood. And it was a whole lot of fun to play.
Yeah.
So I think for older gamers, yes, I think there is probably a place for the older sort of retro titles, but I think they'll definitely be lost on the younger gamers.
Yeah. See, retro games... See, I just put this as a hypothetical question because I love retro games. They've paved the way for the future of gaming. But when they're a blatant, like, almost copy of a game, like, how do we feel about that? Because this game looks like Doom 64, but it looks awesome. Don't get me wrong,
it does look pretty good. I'll give it that. But yeah, it did. From my perspective, and I guess from your perspective as well, it really did look like just a reskin of Doom 64.
Yep. So, I don't know, Simon, Lance, you want to weigh in?
Lance?
Look, I'm the same as Mel. I'm not big on indie games. I did not watch all of it, but I have looked through a lot of trailers that they showed, because I watched a lot of the Guerrilla Collective stuff, which again, it's just indie games, but some of them did come up at the PC gaming show as well. Shadow Man Remastered, if anyone played Shadow Man originally.
Nope.
It's a pretty old
boys.
game. But they're remastering that, so that's cool. Trash Sailors looked pretty fun.
Yeah, I saw Trash Sailors. Yeah, that looked alright.
Just the art style, it's all hand-drawn animations.
I love that sort of stuff. That is, like, right up my alley.
So that looked... Again, I don't really know what it's about, but it looks interesting.
Yeah.
What else was there? Twin Mirror. We've posted a fair bit about Twin Mirror before on the website, but I think it's finally getting close to coming out. So that looks... I don't really know what it's about, but Looks like a game that Anarchy probably would enjoy playing, to be honest.
Oh my god, I have like 3 dot points that say Anarchy.
Yeah, it looks like an Anarchy game. It looks like a very
horror games.
Horror game, yeah.
Horror games on PC are going to start popping off. There were so many good looking ones.
Well, Outlast 2.
That's my first dot point. All right,
yeah.
The good Outlast Trials by Red Barrels.
Is
a survival horror that can finally be played online with up to 4 players, because the original Outlast isn't multiplayer. So like Anarchy's gonna love this because he loves, like, what is the one I always tease him about? That's like an e-girl game. Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight. It's very like grown up Dead by Daylight, I think. So he's gonna love it. It looks so violent. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, the trailer looks pretty. Yeah,
with the doctor like drilling into the dude's face. Oh, it looks so violent.
Yeah, I definitely thought Anarchy would like that one.
Yeah, I just want to know how it's gonna look as an online multiplayer. You know? Oh my god, half of these horror games I will never play myself, but I love watching them. I love watching streamers play horror games. It's so good. Did anyone have Weird West on their list?
No.
Yeah, Weird West from Digital Devolver.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I didn't get through my
action,
list, so I'm not sure.
Sorry. Did you have Weird West on there?
No, I didn't.
I
had the only other game that looked interesting was
my favorites.
Metal Hellsinger or something.
Metal. Yeah, I've got that one down as well. That's on my list.
It looks pretty
Metal
cool.
Hellsinger. Yeah, it's like Doom,
cool,
but with lots of heavy metal.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything it's Troy Baker had part to do with it as well. I think he does the voice of somebody in it. Maybe the main guy, I'm not sure, but it's a rhythm-based game, so all your gunshots and stuff are all
have to be timed
in timed with the music and the kills.
Yeah.
The sync.
Yeah, it's
kind of like
really cool.
Was it that Technomancer?
Not sure.
You gotta jump to the beat of the music. Oh my god, that game was so unique and so awesome.
But
I forget what it's
really,
called.
really cool gameplay
Techno
trailer
Dance
they
or something
showed. So
like
if
that.
you haven't seen it, go and have a look at it.
Yeah, it looks
cool.
very much like Doom, but more heavy metal.
Really, that's all that stood out for me from all that, to be honest. A lot of it was just whatever. Cool.
That's all right, Simon, you can go because I've got a list, so if you knock off
I've got a list
my
too.
list, that'll be good.
I've got a list as well. So there was Mafia Definitive Edition.
Yep. They opened the show with that, guys. They opened the show with Mafia.
Valhelm, which is Viking open world.
Yep.
Looks good. But it looks still gameplay's there. Torchlight 3 as well.
I had that on my list of games I wasn't excited for.
I wasn't excited for it. I was just excited because it was a new one in the franchise. It's been well received in the past, very popular in the past. So I just thought I'd make a note of it.
Yeah, I didn't know much about it, but from watching the trailer, it looks too much like League of Legends to me, and I'm dead set burnt out with cooperative games. Now, I don't want multiplayers. I don't want to play with people. I'm sick of people. I just want to be alone in my room with my games. You know.
There was also Elite Dangerous Odyssey, which looks pretty good. Reminds me very much of like how space-based, large player games should be, where you can actually put boots to the ground rather than just a spaceship mission to mission.
Yeah.
There was also.
I have that on my list. So, fun fact: that game's already out. Elite Dangerous is already out. Elite Dangerous Odyssey is like an expansion where you can actually land on the planets and walk around now, whereas before it was just a space simulator, which I'm not really a fan of simulating games, but I do love space.
My housemates, they love the game and they play it, so I'm like, all right, picked it up, played a bit of it, but actually getting out of the ship, that was the aspect that was missing from it.
And I'm like, oh my god.
So getting out of the ship, which was good. Maximum Action, which was from one of the games, which was the guys that made Dusk, New Blood Studios. Their whole aspect behind them was very much like, wehatemoney.com, just, very much like, kind of reminds me of Digital Devolver. Yeah,
they're very Devolver Digital. That's another game that's already out, but they're introducing new levels to it.
Yeah. A lot of the games that were presented, like they're already out, or you can already play the demos for, which is good. Another one was Humankind. It was kind of like a RTS kind of seemed like turn-based. Seemed like turn-based from the gameplay. There was Evil Genius 2, which I'm a huge fan of. I played the first Evil Genius, which
so that game's like a sandboxy type.
It's like a Sims type game.
Yeah, like a Sims.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it's
what's
kind
the surgery one? The hospital? 2-point
hospital.
2-point hospital.
Like that.
It's
cool.
very much like
cute.
that. So I played the original back in the day, like old school, and it's good they're doing a sequel for it. Proteus, which was another one that Maddie had.
That's Maddie.
Yep.
And I had Twin Mirror as well, Metal Hellsinger, which Lance brought up. What was it? Command and Conquer remastered. That's already out and it's fantastic. I've still got to put it on my buy list. I'll buy that probably next payday or something like that. Potionomics, which was where you get to run a little potion shop and you got to keep it.
Oh, that I was like, no thanks.
It looked alright. It's one of those, like little micro.
It's like a behind the scenes it's like a game in a game. So every RPG, you have to go get your like mana potions and stuff. So it's like you have to go run a mana potion shop for adventurers out in a game, right?
Yeah.
The concept is really cool.
Yeah. Chivalry 2.
Yep.
Which is I like that piqued my interest because of the crossplay that they're having with it as well. Yeah. So any game that has crossplay and they instantly say it's crossplay, it's going to be on these two, not just PC, play of consoles. Because one of the biggest issues that I have is I don't get to play enough games with you guys. It was like Fortnite and Modern Warfare.
We don't have MKAU gaming nights because we're all so split.
So you guys all go off and play on the Xbox. They're playing on PC. So
or you just have to buy one. Just saying.
We should all chip in and get him an Xbox, and he has to play it.
They're making more and more things.
Blood money right there.
They're making more things crossplay though, aren't they? Making
Apex has just come out.
Apex Legends crossplay.
Yeah. Apex.
Just announced last week.
So there was another one. My next one is Iron Harvest, which this one I've been eyeing off for a while. Which is like a steampunk World War One. You get the RTS, put your soldiers across. Think of Command and Conquer, but steampunk. And it was Phantom Brigade. Phantom Brigade. And it was like battle mechs and open world. You have mechs and tanks and all that. And there was another one, Shadow of Doubt, which is a sci-fi Neo game.
Yep.
Which I was
like Neo. Neo's quite cool genre.
And it was remind me of very much like if Minecraft was a Neo game. Yeah. There was also Forgotten City, which was like the Roman setting behind that. It's intriguing. Weird West from Digital Devolver, that RPG isometric one.
Yeah, see, I like that because lately I've been really getting back into top-down RPG games. Like I've been playing the crap out of Diablo 3 again and Minecraft Dungeons, so that really piqued my interest because it was like a themed RPG. Like I secretly, I suppose, like really Western type games, Yeah. But that really piqued my interest. Weird West, and I know it's gonna be violent as hell because it's Devolver Digital game.
Yeah, Devolver Digital. Yeah. And the last one that was shown during that show was Escape from Tarkov. And
I saw that. I did see that.
I was going to bring that up. Considering I've heard that, I've owned the game for the last 4 years and I've, loved the game, played it. And all I've just shown is just, the new map, which was City of Tarkov, which looks fantastic. Every building you can go into, there's, a new boss for it, new aspects to that level, new guns, the usual. But it does show that after I've been following this game for so long, that where it was
it's getting a mass following.
Yeah, it's the game of 2020.
Yeah, it's growing on Mixer tremendously.
Oh, and it's been growing on Twitch as well.
It's been pretty big on Twitch.
There's drops happening at this moment. I think it started on the 16th, and it's going till the 22nd of June. And there's been a bunch of Twitch drops for it, and all the streamers playing it, they're like getting 100,000 views each time.
What's the drops?
Drops random items in the game, so like, random guns and items that you can actually use in game.
Skins? Do they do skins in that game?
No, they don't do skins. They're very much against all that skin stuff.
Yeah, my friend plays Tarkov a lot on Mixer.
So yeah,
He's been teaching me.
Oh, so you
not how to play. I've just been watching. He's like,
okay, because it would be funny to see you play.
That's my teammate, even though their name's not there, so you gotta be careful not to shoot him.
Yeah. So yeah, Tarkov was the last one on the show, and a lot of people, like I said, it's the game of 2020 this year.
Yeah,
a lot of people were picking up, and because of that, it's game 2020. It's that's why I've been seeing a lot of younger kids picking up PC rather than console. So unless Tarkov goes over the console, I don't see, I see more kids going into PC. Like on my latest, just seeing personal posts of friends of family, they're getting their kids PCs now, not console.
Yeah.
They rather see them PC because the PC can be used not just for games, but they can be also used for school. And it's more of a, mental device towards it can be used for both. Besides that, I did do a little bit of research on a few other games. Ghost Runner, which was been popping up on Steam lately, some of the clips for it. And it's that cyberpunk kind of like ninja running game. It looks really good. There was GTTOD, Get to the Orange Door. Think of Doom mixed with Tron, with lots of synth music. And there was Skater XL, which is the new skater game.
Is Skater XL Skate 3 enhanced? What is Skater XL? It's the same game, isn't it?
From what I saw from some of the gameplay, it looks just completely new. Like some of the maps are just very iconic maps of like.
Yeah, I thought it was Skate 3.
I've never even heard of it.
But with like a lot of player modded maps in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It looks very much.
Is that out now?
It might be out already. Yeah, it's gone. I'm pretty sure it's gone to console.
It's out July.
Out July?
On console, yeah.
But besides that, yeah, it's just been filling my list of games I want to get for this year and next year, and it's good that most of them are already out, and they're just expansions or DLC later on down the track.
Yeah, they're all they're just ones that pique my interest really. Like even mine, I had ones like I will never play horror games. I'm not a horror game person. You guys know this, but I like watching them. Especially I like watching Anarchy play them. But In Sound Mind looks really cool by We Create stuff. Seems like there's so many horror titles coming this year. It's pretty grungy though. It was pretty like gritty type horror, which was pretty cool. I had Maximum Action too. New levels. Looks like a first-person shooter. It reminds me of My Name is Pedro. Like if you like that game, you're gonna like it. Yeah. And fun fact, I was doing some research. They actually based that game off John Wick. So they said, oh my god, what would John Wick look like if it was a first-person shooter? So that's how Maximum Action became a game. I think a brand new title by Rocketworks called Icarus looks amazing. I can't believe none of you have said Icarus. So Icarus is a survival game, and it's kind of like The Forest meets like Space Astroneers meets Mass Effect. Like it looks really cool. It's like a very survival focused game that you got to build like log cabins on like a mysterious planet.
I know which one you're talking about. That's also from the creator of DayZ.
Yes, from the creator of DayZ. It was.
Yes, Dean Hall. Yeah.
It looks amazing, Maddie. You would like it.
Me personally, I love DayZ when it was first coming out. It was my hopes and dreams. This game could be amazing. There was great feelings. Had some great experiences. But when I was also a part of the, oh my god, you're leaving to run off to make a new game, Mr. Dean Hall. Whatever game that you're making next, I'm just going to be like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, well, if the game starts not getting the support and evolving, and just now they're getting all the stuff that they said they're doing, and it's been like what 10 years or something like that for DayZ. So for him just to take the money and run, in some aspects, I was kind of like the burnt side. So I did see the interview where he was asked that question. What does he say about all the people that he, thinking that the new game, this is the new game that he made, and just dropped all the others. And he didn't really answer it. He did, but he didn't.
He curved it. He massive curved. Did he?
Yeah, he massive curved it. So for me, I'm kind of going, well, that's just going to be in the basket of every other survival game that's been out since DayZ, and if you're just going to jump back on the bandwagon again, it's not going to be for me.
I'm not a survival game person either, but it does look cool. But at the end of the day, viewers, listeners, you can only take a trailer with a grain of salt. Like the trailer sometimes is nothing like the actual game that comes out. No Man's Sky. Okay, so at the end of the day, all these games that we're suggesting that we are, frothing a little bit for could be, over or under our expectations. So this is just, a tentative list. So Godfall looks very Destiny in stylings.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a Monster Hunter looking type mech game, which piqued my interest. These ones pique my interest. A lot of these I probably wouldn't ever play, but they just look really cool on the trailer. There's one called Wayfarer 2. Now, I never played the first one by Ludo Motion, but it's pegged for 2022. It's another top-down, cartoony-looking RPG. I'm like Lance brought up before, like one of the games. I'm very into hand-drawn looking games. It's a very indie style, but I'm into very cartoonish graphics in video games. Mortal Shell by Cold Cemetery kind of looks like Elder Scrolls vs Lord of the Rings. The cutscenes were really cool, and apparently the boss villain levels up as he stalks you through the game. So you interact with him multiple times through the game, but his power level increases each time. I thought that was really cool. But it looks like it plays like Dark Souls, so I'm really torn because I want it. That's probably the one I've wanted the most on the list. I want it, but I'm probably going to be really bad at it because it looks very Dark Soul-y. And my last one I've got on the list is a little indie game called Haven, because you guys know I love indie games by the Game Bakers. And that's another gorgeously crafted looking graphics type game. So yeah, that's some of the ones I'm looking forward to. Is there any you're not really? I know lots of them didn't really pique any of your interests.
Yeah, it's not that I'm not looking forward to them, it's just not really interested to begin with. So
I wasn't really interested in Dauntless DLC. Dauntless was never a game I could get into. Hey. It's just, I don't know.
Never played it either.
It's not something I'm a fan of. And then there was, yeah.
Yeah, I've played a bit of Dauntless, and I couldn't really get into it because it seemed like at the time when I jumped in, I was way behind compared to everyone else. Yeah, when you jump into a game and there's been so much content for so long.
That's how Anarchy feels when we play Division 2. Well, Division 2 is you're just so far ahead, I don't want to.
Yeah, and it's nice to play with friends, and I played with a friend that was huge level further than me. When a friend creates a new character just to start at the same time that you do, but it still feels like that you're still way behind, that it's not really a game that you can get into.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, yeah, and that was my impression of Dauntless, but maybe I might give it another go later on, but I don't know.
The only one I kind of had was there was a game called Nooblets, and it just looked like a scuffed version of Animal Crossing. Sorry if we ever get Nooblets, but yeah, you know how I feel about Animal Crossing. It's just I don't do cutesy games like that unless it's Pokemon Snap. Oh my god, guys, Pokemon Snap is coming out on Switch. I'm full change the subject, but I'm excited.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
From PC to
Nintendo
Switch.
Classic. Yeah, Nintendo Classic. I can't wait. All right, is there any news that you guys want to share before we wrap up?
Not sure.
I'm upset that Cyberpunk is delayed, but
I'm not upset. That's okay.
No, I'm upset, but I understand and I'm happy.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing given, all recent events and stuff. They want to be able to release the game as best they can, as opposed to go, oh, well, yeah, we've had some setbacks. Here it is as it is.
Yep.
It sucks that it's been pushed back because I think it's a game that all of us have really been looking forward to. But on the same token, I would rather, as we've said in previous podcasts, I would rather a game gets held off and released as best as it can than here's this, by the way, day one, there's a 100 gig patch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, they said that they finished it. They've said that everything's there, good to go, but they want to run through everything a couple of times to make sure everything works.
Yeah.
But the amount of side quests and the amount of story, and it's a pretty packed game from what I understand. So
yeah,
they just want to make sure it's polished now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think that's awesome that they actually want to make sure it works.
Yeah,
I'm happy. I want it to be the amazing experience I know they're going to bring. I'm upset though because it dropped. It was initially supposed to drop on my school holidays on my birthday, and then it got rescheduled to September, which landed on school holidays again. So I was stoked about that. And now it's been rescheduled again for November, which is like towards Christmas holidays. But I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to bring it out. To be honest, before the holidays.
Yeah. Everyone's getting gifts for Christmas,
digging into it and spending their holidays playing.
Other big news: PAX 2020 cancelled. We knew that was coming. Ish.
Yep.
Ish, yeah.
Still upsetting. I'm still gonna take my holidays.
Yeah, I've still got my holidays booked for that time.
Yep. I don't know if interstate travel will even be a thing still. Maybe I'll go to Melbourne still. I don't know.
I cancelled my accommodation. I can rebook it, but
yeah, I don't know. We should all take holidays at the same time and just have a party up in Brisbane.
We'll go up to Cairns and see. No.
Go to Townsville and see Anarchy.
I think while other states are still getting double-digit infections every day, there's no way. There's going to be no way a lot of cross-border travel is going to happen anyway.
No.
Yeah, but in the wake of that, PAX Australia have decided to do an online PAX this year, which means, Lance, you'll still be able to get your merch online.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
They haven't released any of that yet, though, have they?
No, but they probably will, because that's the biggest cash cow of PAX, is being able to sell their merch.
As long as I can get my pins, I'll be fine.
Yeah, so they'll probably have online conferences and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. They haven't said how they're going to run this, but that's how I think they're going to run it. They may do panels still with celebrities and post the videos online and stuff. They can invite MKAU if they want.
Well, I mean, they've opened up panels, so I mean, if there is any ideas for panels, we are able to apply for a spot.
Digital panel. Yeah.
Digital panel. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Live podcast with MKAU.
Yeah, we can do it live for PAX on Twitch.
How to be pro streamers.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. We probably should do something like that. Regardless, do a bit of a live podcast across all platforms. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to bring up from gaming this week?
No. Not really. I mean, touching on what Simon was saying about Tarkov and console, I mean, they're looking at already bringing Valorant to PC, to console. So
really,
yeah,
wow,
yeah, they're talking about it. They want to,
they want to
do it. So I would guarantee you at some point,
a beta
Tarkov will come across with the amount of
people
hype it's getting at the moment. It's picking up pretty quickly.
Well, the stuff that's going to be in the new consoles, it would be able to handle it.
Yeah.
But saying that, Tarkov's always been a game that's always been a bit like a lot of patches have gone through, and it's been through its development stage. So it
has to be close towards the end, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
but what game doesn't have freaking weekly patches these days?
Well, that's true. That's
I would
COD just has a 40
rather
gig
multiple
patch once
small
a month.
patches
COD,
than
you
one
patch every 5
massive
seconds.
50 gig patch like COD does.
Well, I would say for it to be on console, it's a very complex game. To some extent, they would have to dumb down a lot of the controls for console.
Yeah, well, they did it.
Are you calling us console players simple?
They did it with
No,
they did it with PUBG,
you said
Simon.
it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you look at Tarkov. Tarkov's like a version of PUBG where you keep the stuff at the end of the fight, or you lose it if you die.
Yeah.
That's Tarkov is basically a more involved PUBG.
Yep. It's like
gonna fight you.
How dare you? I'll come down there and kiss you on the lips. And
Please do.
And smack
Please
you.
do.
And then I'm very confused right now.
He's got some fire in his belly coming. I can hear it.
Just how dare you? Just how dare you? I'll get you a copy of the game, and I'll make you eat those words, and then I'll see you on the battlefield.
Well, hey, my PC will run it now, so go for it.
Ooh, okay, all right. After this podcast, I'll sort that out for you.
That's so funny.
You've already spent enough money tonight, mate. You don't need to spend any more.
Yes. So your premium Snapchat is not worth it,
no, definitely not worth it.
No. We should just stop recording about it 10 minutes
ago. And cut. That's it.
And
done.
cut. This is the outtakes.
Anyway, guys, that is. We should wrap it up there. I think that's a good spot.
Yeah, probably a good spot now.
That's probably a good time to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys. That's been the MKAU show. You know where to find us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Did I forget something? iHeartRadio, Spotify, all the other podcast listening places, YouTube. Make sure you drop a follow, ding the little bell for notifications, all that cliche YouTube rubbish. We also have a merch store, which is on Streamlabs.
Designed by humans.
Designed by humans.
I was going to say, the Streamlabs one went a while ago.
I can't remember. We have a merch store on Designed by Humans. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.